Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about Fourier Afferent series. So, before actually entering into the topic, let us recall what we learned. We learned that we are given what is a Fourier series on a general interval c to c plus 2 pi and on interval 0 to 2 pi and on interval minus pi to pi. So, which are the repeated questions for 3 marks in a semester end exam? Write a Fourier series for a given function f of x on c to c plus 2 pi or on 0 to 2 pi or on minus pi to pi. That's already we given. And we observed one note. We noted what we noted that sine 0, sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, sine 4 pi, sine 5 pi, sine 6 pi and so on, all zeros, therefore sine n pi is 0 for all n, whereas cos 0, cos 2 pi, cos 4 pi, cos 6 pi, cos 8 pi, cos 10 pi and so on is equal to 1, that is even multiple of pi. Cos of even multiple of pi is 1, that is cos 2 n pi is 1, whereas cos 0 1, cos pi minus 1, cos 2 pi 1, cos 3 pi minus 1, cos 4 pi 1, cos 5 pi minus 1, alternately plus 1 minus 1 plus 1 minus 1, therefore cos n pi is equal to minus 1 whole power of n. That's observation we did, and then we find a naught, an, bn values by using Euler's formulae. A naught, an and bn are called Fourier coefficients. We find them, and we find what we did Fourier. We are able to find some problems of finding Fourier series. For example, f of x equal to x, f of x equal to x square, pi minus x and so on 0 to 2 pi. Then we went on to discontinuous functions. We find Fourier series for discontinuous functions. Then we defined even function, odd function. We given Fourier series for even function and Fourier series for odd function. For even function, bn value 0, only a naught and an terms, and for odd functions only bn term, a naught, an are zeros. So this is what we did in a very few minutes. We are able to recall what we did up to now in a Fourier series. Now let us go to the next new topic is Fourier Afferent series. So before going into the topic, as already I recall you one more time, I am saying here sine 0, sine pi, sine 2 pi, sine 3 pi, sine 4 pi, sine 5 pi and so on, all are 0, therefore sine n pi is equal to 0 for all n. Cos 0, cos 2 pi, cos 4 pi, cos 6 pi, cos 8 pi and so on is equal to 1, therefore cos 2n pi is equal to 1. Even multiple of pi is 1. Cos pi, cos 3 pi, cos 5 pi and so on is equal to minus 1, and cos 0, cos 2 pi, cos 4 pi and so on is equal to 1. Therefore cos n pi is equal to minus 1 whole power of n. Are you able to get it? So this is observation before going into Afferent series. So in Afferent series we have two. First one is Afferent sine series and second one is Afferent cosine series. Afferent sine series and Afferent cosine series. So what is Afferent sine series and what is Afferent cosine series? Yes, sine series. Afferent sine series expansion of f of x in 0 to pi is given by f of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin n x, where bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin n x dx. So this is the Afferent sine series. F of x equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin n x. What is bn here? Bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin nx dx. So what is the interval of range? Of range is 0 to pi, not minus pi to pi, it is 0 to pi. So of range sine series is nothing but our Fourier series for odd function, but only change in interval. There the interval is minus pi to pi. Here the interval is 0 to pi. Very same. The series is same. The Bn formula is same. Everything is same. Integration limits are same. Everything is same to odd. So sine series resembles odd one. Fourier series for odd function. Same one. Only the range is off. That is 0 to pi. That's what this is called off range series. Off range sine series means it is clearly Fourier series for odd function, only change in the range. There we will have minus to plus pi. In even and odd functions always the interval is minus to plus. In off range always the interval is 0 to pi. So off range sine series on 0 to pi is very similar to same to the odd function. What is that series? F of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin x, where bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin nx dx. Very easy and same, nothing change here. This is sine series. Interval is 0 to pi, that is an off range, and the series is very similar to odd function. Are you able to get it? So now the second one is cosine series. What is cosine series? The half range cosine series expansion of f of x on 0 to pi. Again the interval is 0 to pi. That's why it is called off range. Off range means 0 to pi only. For even and odd means minus pi to pi only. Now it is off range, we are doing off range sine and off range cosine. Both are on 0 to pi. That is a point to be noted. The interval is always off range. That is 0 to pi only. Now what is off range cosine series? It is f of x is equal to a naught by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity a n into cos nx. Very same to even function, very similar to even function, but for even function the interval is minus pi to pi, but here the interval is 0 to pi. That's why it is called off range. Off range means the interval is off 0 to pi only. That's it. Are you able to get it? So what is a naught here? A naught is equal to 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into dx, and an is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into cos nx dx. So very similar and same, very same to even function, only the change in the range. There the range is minus pi to pi and here the range is 0 to pi. So sine series can be given for even or odd functions, not that only for odd functions. For any function we can give a off range sine series, and for any function whether it may be even or odd or neither even nor odd, whatever may be the function, we can give a off range sine series and off range cosine series. Only point to be noted is the range should be 0 to pi. Only off range sine series is same as Fourier series of odd function, and off range cosine series is same as Fourier series for even function, but doesn't mean that sine series only for odd functions and cosine series for only even functions. This off range sine and cosine series are all functions, for all functions. So this is off range sine and off range cosine series. So there are no new formulas here. Both are same. Sine series, odd function Fourier series for odd function, cosine series, Fourier series for even function, same formula, but these are not meant for odd and even functions. Sine series for any function, cosine series also for any function you can give cosine series. So these are two half-range sine series and half-range cosine series. Now let us go to the problems part of this. So already I told you we are going to cover as many problems as we can, so that you can do similar type of problems if it comes in exam. And if you are not having any material, then also it consolidate. So that's why, so let us do more problems with solution here. So yes, let us go to the problems on half range sine series. So let us look after now, first of all, half range sine series. So what is half range sine series? Shall I recall you? This is half range sine series. The half range sine series on 0 to pi is given as f of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin nx, where bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin nx. So there are two half range series. First one half range sine series and second one half range cosine series. Now first of all we do problems on sine series, then we do problems on cosine series. So this is a sine series, remember guys, so that we can do the problems. So sine series is f of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin nx. So whether I say half range sine series or simply sine series, it is only this one, the half range sine series itself. So if we call sine series or cosine series, they are all half ranges only. So no, don't worry whether I am saying half range or not. It is enough to say, very enough to say that sine series and cosine series. So this is a half range sine series. What is that? F of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin nx, where bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin nx dx. So this is our sine series. Let us go back for problems on sine series. If you are not that noted down, you can note it down. This is a sine series. So let us move on to the problems. Cosine series, we come back to this. First of all, let us do the problems on what we are going to do. First of all, let us cover problems on sine series, then let us go to the problems on cosine series. Are you able to get it? So let us take first problem on sine series. Yes, what is the problem? Given problem number 1 is obtain Fourier half range sine series for f of x is equal to x in 0 to pi. So don't bother whether it is given half range or not. Sine series enough. If in exam, if you give sine series or if you give half range sine series, then also okay. No, nothing changed. So what is, you have to get half range Fourier sine series for f of x is equal to x. So don't worry, the given function is even or odd. Don't worry about that. Sine series defined for all functions. So f of x equal to x in 0 to pi. So what is the sine series? F of x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin nx. That is a sine series. F of x equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin nx. Now you need to find bn. Only to remember the formulas, I said the sine series is same as odd series. Fourier series for odd function and cosine series is same as Fourier series for even functions, but doesn't mean that sine series only defined for odd functions and cosine series is only for even functions. It is not like that. only the formulas are similar. This sine series can be done for even functions or odd functions, or neither even nor odd functions also. So don't confuse students. Sine series, the same formula of odd function, Fourier series for odd functions, but it doesn't not at all mean that sine series is only for odd functions. Sine series is for odd functions, even functions, neither even nor odd functions, all functions it is. But be careful that the interval is 0 to pi. Are you able to get it? So here we go. F of x equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin n x, where bn we need to find. So let us go to the bn value. This is the sine series. We got sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity bn into sin n x, where bn is. So what is a bn? 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin n x. What is f of x? Sorry, here f of x is equal to k. F of x is equal to k. Not x, it is k. So I will make it for you. Wait for a minute. What is this? Are you able to get it? This is f of x is equal to k. F of x is equal to k in 0 to pi. So we are now going to find sine series for f of x is equal to k. So what is Bn? 2 by pi integration 0 to pi k into sin n x. It is k into sin n x, where k is a constant. K is a constant outside of integration. So 2k by pi integration 0 to pi sin n x dx. What is the integration of sin x? Sin x integration is minus cos x. Sin x integration is minus cos ax by a. Therefore, sin nx integration is minus cos nx by n. Upper limit minus of lower limit. It gives, what is cos 0? It is 1. Cos n pi, it is minus 1 whole power of n. So before starting of the video lesson, I given the observation that sin n pi is always 0, cos 2n pi is always 1, whereas cos n pi is minus 1 whole power of n. That's what we are using here. Cos n pi value minus 1 whole power of n, whereas cos 0 value 1. Therefore, Bn, what is a Bn? Bn is equal to 2k by pi minus 1 whole power of n plus 1. So, whole power of n minus 1 whole power of n into minus 1 means minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. So this is Bn we got. So half range sine series sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity Bn into sin nx. Now substitute Bn value in that half range sine series, that gives Bn, that gives half range sine series. Now let us substitute half range sine series. Half range sine series, substitute Bn. Substitute Bn value. So take care, this is not at all x. This is k. So k is equal to 2k by pi constant outside sigma minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n into sin nx. Put n is equal to 1. It is 2 by 1 sin x. That is 2 sin x. Put n is equal to 2. It becomes 0. Put n is equal to 3. 2 by 3 sin 3x. Put n is equal to 4. It is 0 again. Put n is equal to 5. It is 2 by 5 sin 5x. Put n is equal to 6. it is 0. Put n is equal to 7, it is 2 by 7 sine 7x, and so on. So for n is equal to 2, for n is equal to 4, for n is equal to 6, 8, 10, 12, for all even terms, even values, the summation it is 0. So for only n is equal to 1, 3, 5, 7, like that we got the value. So what is the sine of range sine series for a constant k on interval 0 to pi? What is that? K is equal to 4k by pi sine x plus 1 by 3 sine 3x plus 1 by 5 sine 5x, and so on. So this is our first problem on off range sine series. Take care, note down that our interval is 0 to pi. Interval is 0 to pi. So this is our first problem. Let us move on to the next problems also. So take it down. So that this is obtain a Fourier off range sine series for a function f of x is equal to k in 0 to pi. So interval is 0 to pi, and off range sine series means sigma bn into sine nx. First find bn. Bn value we got 2k by pi minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. So substitute this bn value to obtain off range sine series. That's what we got. K is equal to 4k by pi sine x plus 1 by 3 sine 3x plus 1 by 5 sine 5x, and so on. So this is our off range sine series for f of x is equal to k in the interval 0 to pi. So note down so that we can move on to the next problem. So how much time we have? Yes, another 20 to 25 minutes we have. So let us move very fastly. Let us go on to solve more problems, guys. So let us go to the next problem. Excuse me. Yes, this is our next problem. What is that? Expand f of x is equal to x in 0 to pi by Fourier sine series. Are you able to get it? Here. Expand f of x is equal to x in 0 to pi by Fourier sine series. So what is an interval here? The interval is 0 to pi. What is an interval? Interval is 0 to pi. And what is a function? F of x equal to x. So remember, for a half range sine series, here he just mentioned it is sine series. Sine series or half range sine series both are same. Don't bother about it. So what is the interval? Interval is 0 to pi. And what is the function? F of x is equal to x. Now sine series. What is the sine series, guys? Sine series is f of x is equal to sigma bn into sine nx. Very similar to odd function formula. Now what is bn? Yes, let us go to the bn. Once you find the bn and substitute, you will get Fourier sine series. That's it. Fourier off range sine series. Only one thing to find. What is that? It is bn. So what is bn? Bn is equal to 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sine nx dx. Bn is equal to 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sine nx dx. What is f of x? F of x is equal to x. So 2 by pi integration 0 to pi x into sine nx dx. So what is here? X into sine nx. You have to use, yes, correct said. It is, you have to go for Bernoulli rule. X into sine nx. X is an algebraic function. Sine nx is a trigonometric function. So in a rule I let a comes first, that's algebraic function first, and t comes later, that is trigonometric function second. So what is our first function? X, algebraic function. What is our second function? Sin nx, trigonometric function. x derivative. First function we have to find derivatives, and for second functions we need to find integrals. For x derivative 1, 1 derivative 0, sin x integration minus cos n x by n, and further integration minus sin x by n square, cross multiply with plus and minus to get the values 2 by pi into minus, first term minus x into cos n x by n, second term sin n x by n square. But you know upper limit minus of lower limit, but what you know, we observed from the first class onwards sin n pi is 0 for all n. So this second term becomes a 0 for upper limit and lower limit. You have to only concentrate on the first term. So substitute pi, minus pi, cos n pi is minus 1 whole power of n by n, plus second term 0, minus lower limit at place of x, if you put 0, that is 0 into something, 0, 0 plus 0, so lower limit values are 0, pi and pi cancel. What is the answer is minus 2 into minus 1 whole power of n by n, so minus 1 whole power of n into 1 more minus 1 means minus 1 whole power of n plus 1. So Bn is equal to, this is our Bn. So what is our Bn? Bn is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. That's it. As for off-range sine series, only Bn term we need, no need of a naught and an. So whatever we need, we got it now. Bn is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. Bn is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. We got Bn now. Let us substitute this Bn value in a Fourier sine series. So Fourier off range sine series. Fourier off range sine series. Now substitute this Bn value. So Fourier off range sine series for x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity Bn into sin nx. So what we got Bn? So what is Bn? Bn is 2 into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. So substitute this Bn in a Fourier series, that is in a Fourier off range sine series. Just substitute. Are able to get it? Yes, we are able to find Bn. Now substitute this Bn in a off range sine series. That gives answer, very simple one. Fourier off range sine series x is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity Bn into sin nx, where 2 constant outside. 2 is a constant outside. Sigma minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n into sin nx. Substitute n is equal to 1. For n is equal to 1, it becomes sin x. N is equal to 2, it is minus 1 by 2 into sin 2x plus by for n is equal to 3, 1 by 3 sin 3x, n is equal to 4, minus 1 by 4 sin 4x, n is equal to 5 plus 1 by sin 5x. So for odd it is plus, for even it is minus. So that is, so Fourier series for x is Fourier sine series. In other words, Fourier off range sine series for f of x equal to x in 0 to pi interval is x is equal to 2 into sin x minus 1 by 2 into sin 2x plus 1 by 3 into sin 3x minus 1 by 4 into sin 4x and so on. So this is Fourier sine series for f of x is equal to x. So this is the second problem we are able to cover in off range sine series. Off range sine series we are able to cover. Note it down. So this is what we did. What we did here, you can see the expand f of x is equal to x in 0 to pi by Fourier sine series. So function is x and range is 0 to pi. Now sigma Bn sin nx is a Fourier sine series. First of all, we calculated Bn. We got to Bn is equal to 2 into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. Now we substituted this Bn value in a Fourier sine series. Now we got Fourier sine series x is equal to 2 into sine x minus 1 by 2 into sine 2x plus 1 by 3 into sine 3x and so on. So this is our Fourier sine series for a function f of x is equal to x in 0 to pi. So this is the second problem we covered. Let us move on to the next problem so that we can cover more number of problems in this video lesson. So how much time remains, guys? I think at about 15 minutes. So we can comfortably go to the next problem. So let us go to the next problem. What is the next problem, guys? So this is our problem number 3rd. What it says: represent f of x equal to x square in 0 to pi Fourier sine series. What is a function? The function is x square. And what is the interval? Interval is 0 to pi. What we need to find? Fourier of range sine series or simply sine series. That's what I said in the first slide itself. The sine series formula is very same to the Fourier series for odd function, but it doesn't mean that sine series only is given for odd functions. It can be done for even functions or neither even nor odd functions also. Here f of x equal to x square is an even function. Then also we are finding sine series for f of x equal to x square in a given interval 0 to pi. Are you able to get it? This is what I said. Don't misunderstand the thing that sine series only for odd functions. So sine series can also be defined, can also be done for even functions too. So this is an example. Represent f of x equal to x square in 0 to pi by Fourier sine series. So remember, the interval should always be 0 to pi, since it is sine series or cosine series means they are off range means 0 to pi only. So function is f of x is equal to x square. So what is Fourier sine series formula? X square is equal to sigma bn into sine nx. It is enough to find bn value and substitute here. That's it. X square is equal to sigma bn into sine nx. So what is bn here? Very similar to odd function. No need to confuse. Same formula, only for remembrance. I am comparing to odd function, but observe that sine series can also define for even functions also. So x square is equal to sigma bn into sin nx, where bn is 2 by pi integration 0 to pi f of x into sin nx. What is f of x? F of x equal to x square 2 by pi integration 0 to pi x square into sin nx. So what is here? It is x square into sin nx, product of two functions, means you have to go for Bernoulli rule. So before applying Bernoulli rule, what is x square? It is algebraic function. What is sin nx? It is a trigonometric function. In a rule highlight, algebraic function comes first and trigonometric function comes second. Therefore, our first function here it is x square and second function here it is sin nx. For a first function x square, we need to find derivatives, and for second function sin nx, we need to find integrations. So, first function x square derivative 2x. 2x derivative 2 and 2 derivative 0. So x square derivative 2x, 2x derivative 2 and 2 derivative 0. Sin nx integration minus cos nx by n integration minus sin nx by nx whole square. And further integration cos nx by n cube cross multiply plus minus plus. This is a Bernoulli rule. Are you able to get it? Product rule, that is Bernoulli rule, we applied first one algebraic function and second one trigonometric function. For first function we got derivatives, and for second function sin nx we find integrals cross multiply with plus minus plus minus plus minus. So now take the values cross multiplication and apply upper limit minus half lower limit. So let us find next Fourier series. We got bn value. Just we need to find bn here. Find bn value. So what we got? Bn upper limit minus of lower limit, that I am giving here direct homework for you. Bn is, we got pi square into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 2 by n cube into minus 1 whole power of n minus 1, 2 by pi constant outside into sin nx. So this is a Bn. Are you able to get what is the first term? Minus x square into cos nx. Second term, minus into minus plus 2x into sin nx by n square. That is 0 for pi and 0. So third term is 2 into cos nx by n cube. 2 into cos nx by n cube. Now upper limit and lower limit. Lower limit is 0 and upper limit is pi. So first of all you have to apply pi. Next minus of 0. So what is a pi? Cos n pi is minus 1 whole power of n by n. Second term 0 and third term is again cos n pi minus 1 whole power of n cube. Whereas for the lower limit to 0, for lower limit to 0, x square into 0 square means it is 0 and second term is 0. Only third term you will get, that is 2 into minus 1 whole power of n by n cube. Are you able to get it? For first functions find derivatives and second functions find integrals, cross multiply plus minus and then apply substitute upper limit minus of lower limit. Upper limit is pi, the middle term, out of the three terms the middle term value is 0. This middle term value is 0, only the first term and second term. For first term what you got? Pi square minus pi square into minus 1 whole power of n by n, minus into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1, and this third term it is 2 into minus 1 whole power of n by n cube. And for lower limit it is first term 0, second term 0, only third term 2 into minus 1 whole power of n cube. Are you able to get it? Now substitute this Bn term in a Fourier series, Fourier sine series. X square is equal to sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity Bn into sin nx. Bn into sin nx. So 2 by pi constant sigma pi square into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 2 by n cube. 2 by n cube common in upper limit. In upper limit you will get 2 into here. In upper limit what you will get? In upper limit also you get 2 into minus 1 whole power of n by n cube, and for lower limit 0 it is 2 by n cube, because cos 0 is 1. Cos 0 is 1, therefore it is 2 by n cube. For lower limit what you will get? You will get 2 by n cube. So upper limit you got 2 into minus 1 whole power of n by n cube. So take that 2 by n cube common. Take that 2 by n cube common, that gives you. Are you able to get it? Take the 2 by n cube common, you will be able to get it. So I am taking this 2 by n cube common here. 2 by n cube common. This is a constant outside, sigma pi square into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n. 2 by n cube common. By upper limit we got minus 1 whole power of n. By lower limit we got 1. So answer is, what is the answer? X square is equal to 2 by pi sigma pi square into minus 1 whole power of n plus 1 by n plus 2 by n cube into minus 1 whole power of n minus 1 into sin nx. If you want to, you can substitute n is equal to 1. N is equal to 1 means here it becomes a plus and here it becomes a minus. Minus into minus. Minus 1 it is minus 2. Minus 2 into 2 it is minus 4. It is pi square by 1 plus minus 4 into sin nx. Are you getting? If we substitute n is equal to 2, n is equal to 2 means here becomes minus and this becomes plus. Plus means plus and minus, this whole term becomes 0. Are you able to get it? So for even terms, even terms, this is always becomes plus n is equal to 2, n is equal to 4, n is equal to 6, n is equal to 8, n is equal to 10, and so on. For all even terms, this the second term becomes 0 plus 1 minus 1 becomes a 0. That point to be noted. So if you want, you can expand the series by putting n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3, n is equal to 4, and so on. So 2 by pi into n is equal to 1 term plus n is equal to 2 terms, and n is equal to 3 term, like that you can get it. So this is our third problem on sine series. Our third problem on sine series. We can also say half range sine series. Sine series enough, half range sine series enough, or you can write Fourier half range sine series. In any way, that is the same. So this is the problem we covered. Represent f of x equal to x square in 0 to pi by Fourier sine series. So we covered f of x is equal to k, and for f of x is equal to x and f of x is equal to x square. So x is odd function, x square is even function, whereas constant is neither even nor even. So sine series doesn't mean that it is only for odd functions, though the formulas are very similar to odd function, same as odd function, but sine series is not for odd functions. You can find it for odd function, that is f of x equal to x. You can find it for even function, f of x is equal to x square. You can find it for neither nor even function, f of x equal to k, or f of x equal to x plus x square. So don't in that impression that sine series is for odd function. Only the formulas of sine series are same as the Fourier series for odd function on interval minus pi to pi is very same to the sine series on 0 to pi. But the sine series is not only for odd function, it is for all. That is point to be noted. So 2 points I am telling you. First point is the interval is 0 to pi. In case of even and odd functions, the interval is minus pi to pi, and in case of half range series, the name itself tells us the range is off. The range is off means it is 0 to pi only for sine series, and cosine series the range is always 0 to pi. So this is what we covered. What we covered here is we covered sine series, we covered cosine series, and first of all we started with the problems on sine series only, because we covered first problem f of x is equal to k, f of x equal to x, and third one f of x is equal to x square. So why we took these problems means you can say that sine series is not for odd, it is for odd, it is for even, it is also for neither even nor odd. So to make sure of that only, I took the examples in such a way. First one f of x is equal to k, and second one f of x equal to x square, and third one f of x is equal to x. So all type of problems we are able to do. The time is no more, I think only 1-2 minutes, or only 3 minutes to go, so we cannot cover one more problem. So let us go to the homework problem now. What is homework? So homework on half range sine series. Obtain Fourier half range sine series for f of x equal to 1 in 0 to pi. So first of all, you have to take care about our interval. What is our interval? It is 0 to pi. So half range means it is 0 to pi, should be 0 to pi only. For even and odd function, it should be minus pi to plus pi, and for sine and cosine series, it should be 0 to pi. So what here is saying, f of x is equal to on a given interval 0 to pi. We did the same problem, f of x is equal to k we did. Now just simply substitute f of x is equal to k at place of k. Just put 1, that gives answer. Very so practice the problems that we covered in the video lesson. First practice, then come to homework. So very similar problem. K means it is generalized. In case of 1 k, we will put 1, you will get the homework. Obtain Fourier half range sine series for f of x is equal to 1 in 0 to pi. That's already done. So second problem is Obtain Fourier half-range cosine series for f of x equal to pi minus x in 0 to pi. The interval is 0 to pi and function is f of x is equal to minus x. So what we did in second problem, we solved the second problem in this video. What we did, it is function obtain a sine series for f of x equal to x in 0 to pi, f of x equal to x and f of x equal to minus x. Both are very similar. So practice first of all f of x equal to x problem, then do this, then try to do this homework problem f of x equal to pi minus x in 0 to pi. So this is a homework that only two problems. So what you have to do is you have to practice first of all the what we solved in this lesson. So first practice all those three problems which are previous questions. Whatever I give a solved problem means it is always I choose from a previous question papers. So all the three problems that we covered in this video are previous questions for 5 marks. They are repeated questions for 5 marks. Now first of all practice them, then do these two problems, f of x equal to 1 and f of x equal to pi minus x in a half range 0 to pi. These are called half range. Sine series, cosine series. So excuse me. So in this class we are able to cover problems on sine series. In the next class we are going to cover problems on cosine, this half range cosine series in the interval 0 to pi. Okay, so if you are having any doubts, then what to do, what you can do, for any queries you can mail me at my mail id naresh.debbadi@gmail.com. I am giving on the screen. You can see, for any queries mail me at that mail, that is naresh.debbadi@gmail.com, and practice the problems, do the homework, post me in our Google Classroom so that I can verify you, I can respond very quickly to you in a Google Classroom. Sir, any doubts you can mail me, or you can also put the post in Google Classroom also. So what we covered in this video, the topic is our half range series. In half range series we have a sine series and cosine series. So sine series very similar to odd function formulae, but sine series not only for odd functions and cosine series is not only for even functions, but sine and cosine series for all functions, for all odd functions, for all even functions, for all neither even nor odd functions, so for all. But only thing to remember the formula, what I am telling is sine series formulas are very equal to odd function formulae in minus pi to pi, and cosine series formulae are very equal to, very same to the even function formulae on minus pi to pi. So half range, so even and odd, when we solved even and odd problems, there I said the interval must be minus pi to pi, and for half ranges, that is half range sine series, and for half range cosine series, what I am saying is the interval should be 0 to 5, that is half range only. So this is what we covered here. So in next class we will do problems on cosine series. So that's it for today. Thank you very much guys. See you tomorrow. Until then, bye. Stay home, stay safe.